Hey Internet, for this video I'm going to show the cheapest ways to get Windows 10 on your PC. From $30 for a full OEM install, to even $0 with some minor caveats. First, get Windows 10 off the Microsoft website. You can get it from the link shown. If you already have a Windows 10 disk or thumb drive, you can skip this part of the video. Click the Windows 10 download tool. Save it in a directory of choice. Once the download finishes, open the file. Click Accept. The download tool lets you choose between downloading an ISO of Windows 10 to burn onto a disk or create a USB Windows 10 installer. It's up to you what form of Windows 10 media you want. For computers that lack physical disk drives, Windows 10 in a USB drive is the only choice. Choose Create Installation Media for another PC. Select the edition and architecture of Windows 10. Generally, you'll want to go with Windows 10 Pro and 64-bit if your CPU supports 64-bit. I went with USB media. I think you just need an empty USB drive with at least 16 gigs of space. Select its drive letter and download. Let the download finish. Now that you have a copy of Windows 10, we can look at the cheapest options available for running it on your system. The first option is actually to own a Windows 10 license key, and the cheapest place to my knowledge is to get a legitimate OEM key from kingwin.net. OEM stands for Original Equipment Manufacturer, and unlike retail copies of Windows 10, they are a lot cheaper to buy. OEMs usually contain no documentation and are bought in large quantities for mass-produced computers. Kingwin allows you to buy a single OEM Windows 10 license at a much lower cost than paying for it retail. Just be aware warranty terms are different between retail and OEM versions of the same item. You can't just call Microsoft for tech support when using an OEM product. Usually you are on your own when it comes to tech support for OEM items. If you've installed operating systems before, then there's really no reason to pay a higher price for a retail copy of Windows 10. Type on the search bar, Windows 10. At the time of this video, the Pro key is $2 more than the Home. Choose Pro if the price difference is small. When you purchase a key from Kingwin, make sure to check Mark Buyer Protection for the rare case a key does not work. You can get a refund. I've already bought 2 Windows 10 Pro keys from here without any problems, but it's better to be on the safe side. With the key on hand, enter it on the prompt when installing Windows 10. But what if you don't have $30 for a Windows 10 license, and you really want to use Windows 10? Maybe you're stuck with XP or even worse, Vista. Well, good news. You could actually run Windows 10 for free, without a license key. All you have to do to use Windows 10 for free is to leave the key prompt blank. Pick your desired Windows version and click Next. From here on, Windows will install on the machine. I'll skip this part since this isn't a how to install Windows 10 video. Now there are some minor inconveniences for using the free unlicensed version of Windows 10 which I'm going to show. Here is one of my computers running Windows 10 without a license. Notice the Activate Windows text on the bottom right. As long as you don't enter a valid license key, that text will stay there when browsing, playing games, or basically doing anything really. Thankfully, Microsoft made the text thin and a bit opaque, so it's actually hard to notice while gaming. Another inconvenience is being unable to change the wallpaper. This isn't too bad since the default wallpaper actually looks good. Also, having an unlicensed, quote, free version of Windows 10 does not grant you some Windows updates. I think there's some other very minor things as well. With that being said, this is still a working copy of Windows 10 that will not expire on some random date. This is basically Microsoft's version of the WinRAR Infinite Trial Period. If you ever happen to come across $30 and decide that you want to get rid of the on-screen text or change the desktop wallpaper, then you can get that license key and enter it here. Go to Start, Settings, System, About, Change Product Key. And that's it. Hit that like button if you found this video useful, or smash the dislike if you found watching this a complete waste of time. This is Cauchypotato, and I'll see you on the other side.